Okay, good deal. And then we will go live over on YouTube's vertical side. Give it just a second. We're setting everything up right now. Hello. I can't see chat right now, so just bear with me. I'm getting things ready. I am getting things ready. Oh, as long as the internet can hold up. Might have. Come on. We got internet issue? Surely not. Right? Oh, good deal. Okay. All right, so we'll do that and then set for YouTube to be live. Okay, so that's good. We're gonna go ahead and swap over to the game on YouTube. There we go. That'll just make it easier for us. And then I think we can do Twitch as well. I think we're also gonna do Twitch. Should it work out? And then I need to connect chat. Sorry, there's no way for me to like not go live and just show everything all at the same time. I wish there was a button that would limit that. Let's see. Oh my goodness gracious! It wants me to log in. Hold on, gamers. We'll get everything on screen in just a second. Take my sweet time. Ooh. Okay. Logged in. We are logged in. Okay, good deal. Hello everyone, how you doing? That should work. And then Twitch should now be awake. And then let's get YouTube chat active. Okay, cool, here we go. Suffering souls like suffering. Zero's here, Gavin's here. Hello, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. Okay, good deal. Good show. All right, so the game is going to pop up in just a second for everybody else, and then we will get started. I want to make sure that things are actually functioning. If quality starts getting degraded, then we will handle that from there, but I don't think we should have a big issue with that. So we're going to be continuing building the ship that we were building last night, and for us to get started with that, we're going to need the good old vehicle holder. I love my vehicle holder, and my vehicle holder loves me. Okay, and then along with the vehicle holder, we want, what did we end up calling it? We ended up calling it the Regent, that's right. Just a big ass gun. Cool, and then apply selection. Nice, there it is. Okay, that's what we're working with, fellas. That is what we are working with. Let's see, having a little bit of a connectivity issue. Doesn't look like it's all too terrible. We're going to continue working on the ship. So I think my goal for this stream is going to be getting maybe these 4 little anti-air guns that I want. I say anti-air guns, they're really mostly going to be used for spraying, just putting more. Yes, I am streaming on TikTok as well. We should be streaming everywhere: YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, the goal, I think, is going to be putting 4 guns on the side of this thing that will check all for me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. So now, with these 4 guns, I have the ability that I could either build them straight down and take up some vertical room, or, honestly, they're thick enough I could build them inwards. They can only be so big if I built them inwards. But that would save me some vertical room. Not that that's really a big issue, because, I mean, look at how big this turret is already. It's already massive. So it's not like we're going to be losing a whole lot of space whichever way that we go. I think it would probably be safer to build them inwards and then build the turret caps with them designed to be shot directly out sideways. Maybe. Works here? Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I think we're going to go downwards. I think we're going to build these downwards. We're going to build one of them and then just copy and paste it for all 4 locations. And then I think once we get done with those turrets, depending on how long that takes us and how far in to the stream we get, you know, I'm planning on doing about... Also works on Twitch. Good shit. Good deal. Awesome. Gavin, I appreciate you, man. I really do. Big help. Big help. Also, being like messaging and checking the chat functions is amazing. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build one turret and then just copy paste it and see how we feel. So about here is where I want the base of the turret to sit. So we will just kind of get rid of that for right now and put I don't want the base of it. I want the cap of it to sit there. So we want the actual base of it to sit about here. This should be fine. We're gonna do, what is the thing I'm looking for here? Sub-object, yes. We're gonna do turret. Turret, and then we're gonna put down some rubber, because that is what is going to give us the EMP protection we need. And then we're going to do AI all in one. There we go. And then we're going to put another rubber block right there. Good deal. Okay, so now we can build our turret. Good show. And then we'll go ahead and just put down metal, metal. And then we're gonna mimic the same way that we did our last turret of, I think a format about like that should be plenty. I actually think I can get away with more than that. Hold on. So this would be a 369. Yeah, we can actually go one wider in the rear. That works. We can do like that. We can build on this size of a platform. Okay, cool. So we're gonna start building our turret on top of this platform up to about this level right here. Should be able to get a pretty decent little turret in there. I think what we're gonna end up doing is putting maybe belt-fed autoloaders, I think, Can we do emergency eject with belt fed? Belt fed loader loads much faster than a standard autoloader, but the clip cannot be fired during the reloading phase. Yeah, I don't see why we couldn't be able to put the ejectors. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, ammo ejector and autoloader. Actually, that reminds me, before we get too deep into that, we need to adjust the shell on this, because I didn't think about it. We did not put eject defuse on here, on these. Let's do emergency ejection defuse. This component is linked to the ejecting system attached to the autoloader and will automatically defuse the shell prior to its ejection, making it totally harmless. Warning, works only when the shells are ejected. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Emergency ejection defuse. We lose a little bit of muzzle velocity, but honestly not a whole lot. Not a lot, not enough for it to really matter. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Could I get away with putting a base bleed? No, I lose. Actually I don't. What do I get with this? Okay, I lose speed, but I gained thump damage versus just leaving it gunpowder. Huh. I wonder why. I wonder why. What am I getting benefit? What benefit am I getting? No clue. We're gonna keep it gunpowder, I guess, because why not? I really don't see where we're getting anything beneficial. Or how we're getting anything beneficial. How are we getting more damage for replacing the gunpowder casing? I guess because we're replacing gunpowder casing with a part, with something that's going to make the shell heavier, maybe? I've got no clue. No clue at all. Anyway, emergency eject defuse is on that one. And then let's make it also put it on this one as well. Yeah, we don't lose a whole lot when we do that, so that's fine. We don't lose a whole lot. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that that was the case. Let's do ejector. And then on the ejector, we're going to do a belt fed. And then on the belt fed, we're going to do a 1 meter clip. Something like that. And then on each clip, we're going to do something like that. I think that is the same process we mimicked in here. Can I... Let's see. I think that's the same thing we mimicked in here. It is. Yes, because that's what allowed it to be repeatable. Good deal. Alright, so then we're going to prefab. There we go. We'll come over to about there. Capture prefab. And save it. And we're going to call this 3 clip with eject 1 meter. Actually, we're going to do BF for belt fed. There we go. And then let's just get rid of this. cool. And then let's mirror mode, paste it down. Load a saved prefab, load that. How did we do this in here? I think we just did this. Let's see, are there better options for what we're doing right now? Try this first. Okay, no, I think that's the best way to put it down. Yes, that was 100% the best way to put it down. Okay, cool. So we got a nice little pancake there. And then what we're going to do is put that on top of itself. Again. Something about right here. But we're not going to paste that down until we have the coolers connected. Because once we have the coolers connected... Okay, we're having a little bit of a connectivity issue. That's fine. I think what we're going to do is... Okay, it went away. If we continue to have a connectivity issue, what I'm probably going to do is drop Twitch. Probably drop Twitch. So if anyone's on Twitch, if we continue to have connectivity issues, I'm going to need you to move either over to YouTube or TikTok. Either way. YouTube is going to have full screen and vertical. TikTok is going to have full screen and vertical as well. Using belt fed? Yes. So, yeah, because I want these to be... what's it called? Not vertical. AAs. So I want them to basically just kind of like dump everything they have, and that's why I'm going to have 2 on each side. Going to have 2 on each side, and hopefully that'll be enough. Should I do less mags, more mags? What would make... Using belt fed, they only accept 1 clip. Oh, real? Okay, hold on. Was unaware. I was unaware. Okay. Well, that saves me some space. Yeah, that saves me. Okay, yeah, can I just swap out my belt fed for a feeder? That's the only place you can place a clip? Okay. Okay, so let's see. Does this give us more... Ezra, welcome in. How you doing? Does this give me better stats than... Sorry, let's see. Would this give me better stats than an autoloader with 3 clips? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're testing out streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at once. Yeah, so we're... What up, Twin? What up, Slime? So we're testing streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok all at once, horizontal and vertical on every platform. Is it cool if I sleep here, Twin? Yes, Twin, it's cool. It's cool if you sleep here, Twin. I'll protect you, Twin. We are no longer rage baiting. We are joy baiting. Let's see, 5-way cooler. Something like that. And then do a firing piece right there. And then do just like a simple little mantlet with like a Conla barrel or something. Okay, APS, ammo intake, create new shell design. We're going to put this as big. Big. And we're going to call this one AA shell, just for the time being. We're just going to call it AA. You have any mods in your stream? I don't think I have any mods here right now. I typically don't need them. People are usually pretty good. Alright, so we're going to do an armor-piercing head. Armor-piercing head with... Not using the armor-piercing head. Is there a anti-munitions head? If I do ever need them, I will talk about it in Discord before I go anywhere with that. Let's see, defense body, munition defense body. No, actually, I'm doing AA, so I don't need munition defense. Armor-piercing head, and then we're going to do stabo body. That should be just fine. And we're going to do 18 millimeter. Honestly, we can get rid of that. Armor pierce is increasing. Okay. Well, sure. I don't really need the armor pierce to be that high. I guess I could turn this to an AP heat. HE body? Yeah, that's much better. Okay, can we follow it up with Sabo warhead? No, okay. Gunpowder. Looks to be about the best that we're going to get right there. Just putting another warhead? Yeah, we'll just do that instead. Okay. Heat pen. We're going to do... just max it out. Okay, that works. That works. Okay, so if we were to assign this to say, 6 barrel, prefer low, force desired gauge. Max gauge with 6 barrels is 150 millimeter. Oh, I want 18 mil. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to check if this... Is it going to be better for me to use one belt-fed autoloader with one clip and one input feeder? Or is it going to be better for me to use one autoloader, 3 clips, and 3 feeders? Let's see. What are we doing here? Advanced cannon. And no, resources, ammunition. Alright, so this gives me 309 RPM. And I can duplicate this 3 times, so 900 RPM. Honestly, I think that's better, but it's much more expensive. Clippy? Still building? Yes, we are still building. We are working on a very small turret right now that's going to be on this little profile, which is much smaller than the big one that we did earlier. And I'm working on testing, is it going to be better or worse for us to use belt-fed versus auto-load? And I think it's going to be better for us to use belt-fed. So I think something like this is going to be super efficient for us. It's just going to be a lot more expensive. It's not quite 3 times as expensive. Because, okay, so if we do this, we're doing one belt fed is 600 and one clip is 160, so 760. If we did one auto loader, it's 240 and 3 clips, so what, like 420? Belt feeding is best for CWIZ since they give more fire rate than normal auto loaders. Right, and that's what I'm trying to figure out is like, oh, sorry, I kicked the desk, my fault. Do I even really need that? Because most anti-air, I think I'm going to be able to handle with a pack cannon, right? So these side turrets, I kind of need to run as like a double duty turret. I need them to be able to put shells down range at targets that are getting too close. You know, sea or sky. I need them to just be able to take targets out that are getting too close. Which makes me think maybe a slower fire rate 2-meter shell, like maybe 180 mil, wouldn't be too terrible. Maybe that wouldn't be too terrible. I think we're gonna do a weird shell. Hold on. We're gonna do a 2-meter. We're gonna do a 2-meter auto loader with 2 clip. Or no, sorry, 3 clip, because there's no reason not to. Decided to chance from virtual to here. Change from vertical. Okay, yeah. Make a 100mm plus gun, 100 plus millimeter gun. Okay. For like a dual purpose. Let's see, something like this. This man is building machines that will be clapping some serious cheeks. I am wanting to build a machine that outdoes all the machines I've done before. And so I think something like this is going to do that. We will go ahead and put in coolers, I think. Something like that. No, actually this needs to be turned like this. Yes, okay. So I think we're going to copy and paste this is going to be our standard design. Let me save this and we will go from there. It's a little bit taller, but I think that I can handle that. Okay. So let's get to placing. Let's get to straight up placing it right now. Oh, did that wrong. Okay, I messed it up. I fudged it. Hold on, I'll re-chat in just a moment, gamers. I'm locked in. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing right here. And that should, yes, it matches perfectly. Good deal. Yeah, and I think we can fit... I think we honestly might go ahead and 2-stack this. Make it twice as tall. Even though that's going to push the turret cap up pretty high, I think it should still clear underneath this, and that's really the only thing I'm worried about. Remember that even small ships have armor that would shrug off 60mm fire unless their Sabo shells flying like 1,000 meters a second. Hello. Did you peek at the fellas I dropped on Discord? I have not yet. I have not yet. I normally don't don't check anything like that until I'm actually getting ready to do it. Plus, I want it to be a kind of experience when I load it in for the first time. Also, I'm probably going to have to get somebody to help walk me through how to load in custom blueprints, because I couldn't even get anything from the workshop to function. Okay, so all of that should be connected. We're going to connect it up with some coolers. 5-way cooler. Okay, something like that. Okay, something like this, I believe, is what we're going to have as our main package. It doesn't give us a whole lot of space for recoil absorption, but honestly, I think we can handle that by putting the recoil absorption up on top of the second layer. That should give us enough room. Gauge increasers, we're going to put right here. Put a gauge increaser there. Gauge increaser there. And we'll do it on the back as well. Gauge increase and gauge increase. There we go. We have 4 gauge increasers. That should be plenty to get to the shell size that I want. Okay. And then we're going to, I guess, just duplicate this whole thing and just make it bigger. Let's see. We can come down. Okay, did we do a 9x9? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Okay, that's fine. 9x9x4. Capture prefab. And place it here. Okay, and then the only thing that I've got to do to connect these is this central beam. Oh. There we go, something like that. Okay, so that should all be connected. Yeah, gives us plenty of room. It sort of gives us plenty of room to put a turret cap on there that should have like maybe 2 meters of armor. It's not really ideal, but I also could just move the whole turret down once we actually get it finished. I can just prefab the whole thing and move it down a couple of blocks. It's not like the end of the world. Alright, so now we're going to do 5-way cooler right here in the center. Something like that. And throw on a firing piece. Why are you not connected? Okay, because it works. Okay, all that's connected, all that is connected. Access the intakes. We do not want this 18mm shell. What do the coolers do? The coolers, okay, so when you're building I'll go over here to the big cannon so we can see. So let's see, you're on the full screen so you can see it. Right here, you have autoloader limit, and that is the autoloader block that is inside of the little like 3-way thing. That autoloader block is what gives you this number. And then you have the intake limit, which are these little nubs right here. These are called intakes. And that is what gives you this limit right here. And then the cooling limit is what the coolers do right here. And you can see that you get 0.44 per cooler, Well, I can't do it, but right here, 0.44 per cooler. So whatever the lowest number is right here is your rate of fire. So you kind of have to match them. You kind of have to make sure that you have very similar numbers to make sure that you're getting the most efficiency out of your parts. All right, so we are making a new shell, and we have, what, 2 meters to play with? Yes, 2 meters to play with. How big can I make a 2 meter shell? 100 meters? 100 millimeter? Let's drop that down to, like, say, 17. How high up can I go? Okay, big gap, big jump here that we're missing out on. Let's say, can I do a 18? $18 is really close. What about 16? Can we get really close with 16? I think we get even closer with 16 at 125 mil. So we're gonna do 16. Makes a lot more sense. Yeah. So when you're building systems in this game, each part has its own little stat, and you kind of have to just micromanage the stats to make sure that you're getting the most efficiency. Because if you had, say, like one belt feeder and one clip and one input feeder, but you had like 1,000 coolers, you would be wasting all your coolers because everything else can't keep up. All right, so 125 mil. We want it to be what kind of shell do we want on this? I mean, I guess we have 2 cannons on each side, and I'm thinking rather than running each cannon with a mixed payload, I'll just run one cannon with one payload and another cannon with a different payload. So we could, I'm just saying, we could do AP frag on one, AP heat, okay? And then something funny on the other one, like EMP, disruptor EMP. Maybe. AP heat. Are you saying AP heat for both guns or AP heat on one of them? I'm thinking we have fun on the second one, you know, just let it dump a different round downrange. All right, so armor piercing head, shape charge secondary, and I honestly don't need this shell to be super fast. I kind of just need it to be, honestly, I like 1,000 meters a second. I think that's a good standard. I will dip down to 800 or 900 if I need to. 952. Did we lose? If we did, say, increases the shell speed, I don't think this is going to help us. It does not help us. We can do super cav. We'll do super cav here instead. Yeah, that works. That works for me. Secondary heat pin metric. Let's get that up to 37 is good. Put on a single solid warhead before heat. Also add a HE behind it. What is the benefit of putting a solid before the heat? Just to make it get through anti-munition? Let's see, still 0.8 is fine. More AP to pin deeper, okay. So our expected armor pierce is 25. Should be good enough, right? And that gets us up to a muzzle velocity of nearly 1,000. So honestly, I might work on a design for my upcoming custom campaign. Do it. Do it. HE warhead body, and then we'll put another super cav base here. Gets us down just below 900. Drops some armor pierce. I think we will run gunpowder instead. And then instead of this HE body here, we'll run super cav. Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that as a shell more. Gets me closer to my 1,000 meters a second. Still maintains heat pin. And gives us 53 damage and a 3-meter explosion radius. I think that'll be fine enough. D&D campaign? Oh, dude, I would love to do D&D. I want to eventually have, like, D&D Discord nights. Like, maybe, like, one night a week. Or maybe if that's too often, maybe, like, one night a month. Do, like, a big Discord D&D night for, like, an hour or two. That could be fun. That could be fun. Okay, so I like this. We're going to label this one as 125 millimeter AP heat. Olivia, welcome in. Assign to all. Okay, now how much burn did this need? Barrel length for full burn, 7 meters. Oh, that's a long barrel. Okay, we can handle that though. Let's put on barrel. We'll just make it an 8 meter with a bore evac, just because it's easy. And then we want this to be a 125 mil, force desire, prefer low. Number of barrels, we want 2 barrels. Because it looks cool. Yes, because it looks cool. Bro, mantlet? Oh, yeah, you're right, probably. No, look, mantlet and mirror mode are my biggest enemies. Mantlet and mirror mode are my biggest enemies. I forget them all the time. Might as well do... Do we do an elevation mantlet or an omni mantlet? I don't think I want to do an AA mantlet. I think I want something that can aim downwards because I would like for it to be able to hit ships if they get close. You know, I want them to be able to, I want this turret to be able to kind of just dump fire if it needs to. So elevation or omni? 1 meter elevation. Okay. Shit. I'll trust you. Ain't got no reason not to. That with a bore evac. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's sick. Okay. It's your go-to. 1 meter elevation. Honestly, I think my go-to, my standard is the AA. And I don't really know why, because like this thing up here has what on it? I think it has the 1 meter. It might either have 1 meter elevation. Yeah, it's got 1 meter elevation. I remember, like, I think all of my older designs are almost all have the AA mantlet, even if they don't ever shoot downwards or upwards. I think they all have the AA mantlet, when I think really they'd probably benefit a lot more from the elevation, the 1 meter elevation mantlet. I just don't ever use it. Okay, so now the only thing that we don't have on this is recoil control. Which we're going to have at least 2 recoil rods right here going down. And then I guess we could put some on the top right here. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I mean, really, we could put the neck, we could push the neck up by 1, which wouldn't be terrible. Let's put ammo on this thing so we can see what kind of recoil we actually need. Hold on. There we go. Alright, now what kind of recoil do you actually need? Oh, it's got a massive cooling overload, so we could actually get rid of a bunch of the coolers and put recoil absorption. That wouldn't be terrible. We only need 6,000, so okay. What is our current fire rate limit? 181? Honestly, that's fine. That's okay. Let's do simple, let's advanced cannon, recoil absorption, 8 meter. Does 8 meter reach the bottom of this? No. Okay, so then what we're gonna do is 4 meter. And then 5 meter. Okay. And then we will get rid of some coolers up here on the top, where I can afford it. Let's see, 3 meter. Oh, I got rid of a cooler there that I didn't need to. Okay, recoil absorber 2. Something like that. Gets us to 2740. We can put a 1 meter right there. Let's see, let's keep looking. Put a 1 meter there. Put a 1 meter there. Make them all face vertically. Actually, let's make them all face outwards. I like that. I like that. Okay. We've got plenty of room up here that we could do something with. Let's put a 2 meter like that. And then we could put a 6 meter down. And put a 6 meter down. That gives us, and we're close. We're close. Let's see. Could we get rid of this one? We can't. Oh, because it disconnects all of those. Okay. Let's see. I think, honestly, we might just put more on top of... See, I could put one right here, I know. Okay, we're getting close. Yeah, okay, yeah, that has us good. That has us good enough. And we're still well over the cooling limit. Almost honestly, intake limit is the limiting factor here. I don't really know where else I could put more feeders. I guess I could shave off... So can feeders go on both sides of the clip? Like, if I put one right here, I think I could. If I put more feeders onto one set of clips, does that increase... Does that change fire rate across the whole system? Or is that the same thing as having, like, one clip on an autoloader versus 2 clip on an autoloader in the same thing where it's going to, like, make your fire rate weird? It ends up being unbalanced? Okay, yeah, then we won't do it. We'll run 180 RPM, that's fine. Which is uber complicated, but yeah, makes things weird. Yeah, that's fine. 180 RPM is plenty enough. Alright, so we've got plenty of recoil. Material used per second is 10.4 per second. How much does this thing use? 20 per second? Honestly, that's that's not terrible. Okay. For autoloaders, matching the clips and feeders is a must. Okay. Well, I think we did. For every what's it called? Intake, we have one clip. We don't have a feeder on every autoloader, but that's because we're using the coolers on top. But we do have a feeder for every clip. So I think this is okay. I think this is okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like this. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's should I make the neck a little like 1 block taller? Or you think 2 blocks worth of metal should be enough to defend this from the top? I think 2 blocks of metal should be fine. I think 2 blocks should be fine. Yeah, let's prefab this. 2? Okay. Let's go ahead and put metal around it before we prefab it, so that way I don't have to rebuild the metal again. I said, bro, mail it? All right, something like that. And then we'll do a 2 meter. Yes. Yes. Okay. And we'll put some 4 meters right here. 2 meters, or actually, sorry, 3 meters to make it equal. Put 2 meters up here. That works. Think that gun is obstructed? No, it's not. It's fine. It can't turn in, I don't think. No, it can. Which, I mean, it doesn't ever need to because there's going to be a tower right here. So all it needs to do is be able to point forward and out. Yeah, it does its job. It does its job. It does its job. Okay. Because we're still going to put it in a bucket. Like, we're still going to... No. The shell, I think I did that on the other one as well. I did not. So the main big gun does not have a shell. But these outer ones, since they're going to be closer to the edge of armor, I'm giving those an internal shell before putting them in a bucket. So that way I can, you know, make sure that they're going to be able to survive. All right, and now let's build the turret cap. And so we can get a little bit more creative with the turret cap on these since it's got to be shorter. You think we mimic that style of this like taller central portion with a sloped side? I think we do. Like, I want that to stand out as like the primary big turret. Let's do metal. Well, rain would probably kill me if I didn't do heavy armor. Let's do something like this. Let's mirror mode. child turret. We can do a child turret. We can do that. Maybe though, since it is a child turret, we don't do it as long and slopey. We do like maybe a 3 meter instead. Maybe up here we transition to a 2? No. Kind of like that. And then we'll do a 2 meter right here. Yeah, something like that, I think. Am I tweaking? No, this needs to be like this. Okay. There we go. That's it. That's what I needed. Yeah. Child turret. Little baby turret. Oh, we didn't put it on like a little platform. That's okay. That is okay. Okay, see, I see what I did wrong. I built it incorrectly. Hold on. I was geeking. Tweaking, as they say. I was doing that. This needs to be here, like that. There we go. Because I'm going to do the same little, like, micro detection package on this turret as well. Maybe not the big 9 meter rangefinder, but maybe like a 5 meter or something. Let's see. Let's do... something like that, and then swap over to 2 meters. That works. Alright, that's honestly probably decent enough for a forward facing of this turret. I don't want to heavy armor it all the way back. I just don't see a point in it. It's a small turret, and if the turret cap gets shot off with it being this protected, I think we've probably got bigger issues. So, actually, that reminds me, just seeing this hole right here reminds me, we need to check the interior of this one. Did I put any armor behind this? I put metal. We need to fix that. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, we needed to fix that. So, let's do... There we go. That's much better. I didn't love the live and just subscribe. Bonnet Bro M. Dot, I appreciate it. I really do. We're streaming everywhere. Also, you're on the vertical stream, so if you want to watch it in like full screen, click on the channel and that's available. That is available. I do it for you, twin. I don't know what the fuck I just did. I'm sorry about that. My fault. Trust I'll never do that again. Alright, so let's do this, that, and that. Oh yeah, much better. I like the wider footprint. Okay, and now we're gonna swap over to doing that. And that. And 2 meter like that. Yes. Yes. Oh shit, I'm building it all out of heavy armor again. From about here back, I don't see a reason to build it out of heavy armor, so we're not going to. We're gonna do the rest of it out of metal. It just saves cost. Let's see, and then I'm gonna leave at least like that. We're gonna make that heavy armor though. Leave at least 2 blocks, so that way I can put the local weapon controller and a radar dish right up here in the front. Okay, then we're gonna go back to doing metal. There we go, much better. Much better, much better. Yeah. This is going to become a 4 meter. Like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Hold on. What do we do? Right here? Like that, yeah. Honestly, I could put a nice little detection package in the back of this thing and then have it kind of poke out the side, maybe? That wouldn't be terrible. It does look really stumpy, though, being uber short like this. You think this is okay? You think this is fine, or do you think we... slam it down by 1? So rather than having the little like radar dish area, we push that down by 1 and make it a little bit longer. You think it's fine? You think I'm just being overly about it? I think I'm just being too picky about it. I think what's throwing me for a loop is this 2 meter slope right here. I think I'm gonna change these out for 3 meters, and I understand that doing that I'm gonna have to make it 1 block longer in both directions to account for that. So I'm just gonna push the whole front of this turret up by 1 and push the whole back of the turret back by 1, so I can make it a little bit more slopey. I think the 2 meter slope, this transition right here, I like the 3 meter, and then I think this transition up to 2 meter is what's throwing me for a loop. I don't think I like the way that looks. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Hold on, I'm sorry. If you've ever watched any of my other From the Depths lives, you'll know that like the biggest thing I spend time on is turret cap. So picky about turret cap. All right, here we go. Now we're gonna do 3 meter from here. This should work much better and not make me hate it. It's true. I do. I love spending time on turret cap because turret caps, I feel like, are are not my strong suit. Actually, I don't really know if I have a strong suit, I'll be real. Okay. There we go. That should be enough. Now we're going to do metal on the rest of this. Yes, okay. I think that's much better. I think it is. Because now we can swap over to the 2 meter in the rear back here now, and it shouldn't look nearly as wonky. No, wait, we can do 3 meter. Yeah, what am I talking about? We can do a 3 meter right here. Do like that. Do a 2 meter? What's gonna look the best? Okay, I don't think that looks awful. I don't think that looks awful. I think that's what I was wanting earlier, but now I have it. Yes, I think that's what I was wanting earlier. That looks correct. You can tell me when you see mine. Okay, hold up. Also, my earlier message was rejected because of how long it was. Okay, hold up. Sorry, I haven't been reading chat. That's my fault, gangsters. A small piece of advice: orient your armor blocks with armor stacking in mind. For example, if you have a component you want to protect, instead of putting a 4 meter block in front of it, put it perpendicular and more until you get to your desired general dimension. Once done, you can go ahead and work on the aesthetics. Okay. Not sure if I have one. You can tell me when you see my designs. What do you mean? You can tell me when I see your designs? What am I telling you? What am I telling you, gangster? Not sure if you specialize. What are you specializing in? I'm sorry, I'm just confused. What are you specializing in? Alright, and then I think we can use just regular blocks from here. I'm saying I don't think I specialize like you said you don't. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what I said I specialize in. I'm so sorry. Oh wait, building turret caps? Is that what we're talking about? I think I might be understanding what we're talking about now. Okay, so I think something like this is good enough. There we go. And I think, I don't really know what to put in this space right here. Thoughts? What do we put in here? What goes in a space like this? I don't really want to just make it armor. I guess I could put EMP protection maybe? slopes. Well, it's on the back of the turret. Detection? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Just put it out of the top of the turret right here. EMP protection. Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking is EMP would kind of help, but like at the same time, I have the AI at the very bottom of this turret with rubber all the way around it. I don't really know if this needs EMP protection. It's a weird little gap. I don't know what to put there. What did I put here in this last one? Just armor? I just put full armor. It's just a solid brick of armor back here. Okay. I've got no clue. I got no clue. Because, like, if we put detection here, where do we put the detection components? Just like right out here, out the top, and then just deco them away and make them disappear? Because I don't like the look. I like the shape of this turret. Gavin, hello? Welcome in, Gavin. Leaving it empty is also okay. I will put in 2 3-meter EMP surge protectors, just to kind of put something there, and then we will just put some light armor. Good enough. Did you see your last chats? Gavin, the last chat I've seen from you was a while ago. We thinking... We thinking something like this. Oh, the bot must have blocked my chats. Yeah, the bot tends to do that. All right, detection. We want coincidence rangefinder 7 meter. Does that feel correct? I think a 7 meter feels correct. With a little 2 meter, comma 2 meter. Oh, we didn't go back far enough. AI, local weapon. Something like that. Blocks, metal, 4 meter. AI detection, coincidence, 7 meter. There we go. I'm going to do another 2 meter. AI detection. What kind of detection do you think we put on this? So I'm still going to have the radar 90 at the front of it because I honestly really like that little plate design that we got going on. So we're going to do that same thing. You can do that same thing right here and do a radar 90. I just like the way it looks. I think it looks cool. And then You think we should put another radar up here? Or do you think we should put a camera up here? What are we thinking? I've got options. Since we've already got a radar tracker on the main turret, we could put a different detection on this one. And since we're going to have a second one of these turrets, yes, I did like your vid. I don't think I watched one of them. I don't think I remember to like it. So I'll have to go back and do that again at some point. Camera. Of course. Do we like this camera? Or do we like this camera? I think I like that camera. And I think what would probably do is deco it to look different. I'll probably do decorations when I'm finished, though. Yeah. That's tough. That's so freaking cool. Okay. I like this a lot. I like this a whole lot. Okay, so that's the full turret. Now we need to put it in a bucket. Honestly, this big circle plate that I did is going to have to be bigger because it needs to cover the bucket. Reminds you of one of your tanks. You know, I've never built a land vehicle in this game. So when it eventually comes to that, it's going to be a whole new world of learning. Or it won't be, and we build hovers the entire time. I freaking love building hovers. All right, let's put this in a box. Blocks, metal, 4 meter. Let's go ahead and just connect it. Ah. Me when I forget to build mirror mode. Something like that. Just that way things are connected and I don't have to worry about it. Okay, so about here. About there. And what, we're gonna do like a 3 meter? Yeah. Go back to 4. Something like that. That give me a 2 meter platform all the way around it. It does. Muscle memory, Alt plus N. What is Alt plus N? Oh! Oh, that's sick! I didn't know that was a feature. Okay. So how does it know what the center of the vehicle is? Or does that just disable it? Like if I put it here and I Alt in... No, it does. How does that know what the center of the vehicle is? Does it just go based off center of mass? Oh, that's great. That's really good. Okay. Takes the width and divides by 2. Okay. Big bucket. Big bucket. All right, and then we need to do a 3 meter box right here. Oh, I fucked up. Okay. Okay, I'm tracking. I fucked up. So this box comes up and then goes in where this is attached to the turret to fill in this gap right here. That's how this turret is able to spin without showing any armor through. The issue with this one is that I put this directly on top of it, and it does not give me any room to put the shell to come up and like overlay on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So we need to I guess just delete this layer right here of metal all the way around the turret, and then just lay in bucket material inside of that, I guess. And then just make this circle bigger. That is an option. Yeah, I made a necklace turret, yeah. Can I just prefab the top of this turret, delete it, move it up one block, and then put a cooler in there as a spacer? I think I can do that. Hold on. I might not be as fucked as I thought I was. Let's get the shape that we want. Alright, I guess, do I need to get this barrel in here as well? Probably. Capture. Okay. There we go, something like that. And now we can come back in here and put down a 5-way cooler. Like that. Oh, look at me, I'm a fucking genius. Sorry, bro, I'm really tired. Gavin, no worry, man. I appreciate you for being here. I had fun. Hope you did too. Alright, and then what we're gonna do to make sure that like the turret itself has a little bit of armor around its neck is just do this. Actually, wait, I think a 3x3 gets a special math equation, basically, and allows this to exist without any issue. I think that works. Had fun with the stream, be back tomorrow night? Hell yeah, man. I look forward to seeing you. Alright. I think that works, and then what we can do is bring the bucket up. Alt in. Oh, that's so crazy. I'll never have mirror mode issues again. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because then we'll stack it this way, like this. I think that can still turn. You can? All the way around? Yeah, okay, cool. Good deal. Just need to make sure. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll just go put little 1 meters. Okay. All right, how many blocks do we have here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do 3 meters, and then we'll do 4 meters, I guess. Like that. Like that. Yeah, that works. And then we will put in 3-meter surge protectors. There we go. Cool. So now this can turn. Yes. All the way around. Yes. Good deal. Good deal. Awesome. And that means that we have some surge protection on this going through. Let me get rid of that. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. I'm liking it. So, we've now got 2 turrets. I think what I'm going to end up doing, though, is moving this whole turret box down, I think. We can move it down a couple of blocks. 2 blocks wouldn't be terrible, and it would get it almost out of line of fire, and it'd just be down a little bit further. If I prefab, I'll just have to save the whole turret and then delete the turret out of it and then move the box down and then put the turret back in it. Right? That shouldn't be terribly difficult. I just want to make sure that the main turret can technically shoot back a little bit if it needed to, like shoot over that turret right there. And I think it can. If I moved it down 2 blocks should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, the only 2 blocks that would be in its range if it had 2 blocks would be these 2 right here. Other than that, it would be able to shoot above it just fine. That's fine. We're gonna move it down 2 blocks, I think. Oh, that looks mean. I really like the shape of these turrets. I'm really happy with these turret caps. Yeah. I'll probably end up rounding this off. Maybe putting like a little 2-meter slope right here and a 2-meter slope right here. A little block or something. I don't know. It looks okay on this one, I think. It looks odd on this one. I don't know what the issue is. Okay. Is there a way to save a full turret, or do I just have to prefab the whole area and save it? Isn't there like a sub-object? Save and load? Yeah, Control O. Save the sub-object you are currently building on. Okay. Control O. We're gonna save it as... What shell size did we go with this? 125 mil? Did I already set all the settings up? Yes. And intakes are set up? Yes. Okay, so that, Control O, save. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. 125 mil AP heat. Good deal. So now, I should be able to delete this turret, right? And it not screw everything up. Yeah, okay, good deal. And then what I'm going to do is prefab the turret box and move it down by 2 blocks and then put the turret back in it. You build a hull around your turret. I build a turret around my hull. We are not the same. I'm imagining like, hold on, I've got a jet for this. It's the Spectre. This is what I imagine when you say some shit like that. Like, if not this, then hold on, I've got another goofy design. Oh, no, not that one. That's the same thing. Oh, don't tell me I got rid of it. Surely I didn't, right? Lancer, that's it. This. This is a breadboard controlled thrust vector with just 2 thrusters on it. Missile launcher, basically. It drives around and just drops these big ass missiles out of the back as it flies around. Its idle speed is 180 meters a second. It's pretty cool. Let me show you the breadboard. This is the bread for it. It's honestly not that bad. Like, it's not that difficult to do. It has very, very basic target tracking and like movement. It's honestly not bad. This is my first like real attempt at doing breadboard thrust vector. And honestly, it worked out okay. It worked out okay. It flies around pretty goofy. And when it gets close to an enemy, it drops out these big ass missiles. It's kind of gas. I won't lie. We'll get rid of it though. Alright, let's move this thing down. And I just want to move it down by 2. So, if I go to, let's just grab a block. There we go, so I can see better. Control P. Clear the prefab window. Alright, so we did a 15 box. That was how many high? 15. 13? Yes, 13. Okay. And that should also just be 15, right? We should just go around in a circle. Yeah. Okay, good deal. So if I... Wait, hold up. Alt N. There we go. So I do it incorrectly. So I do it correctly. Capture prefab. And we're going to delete. Go down by 2. Place. And I want another one right here. Should the 2 turret boxes be armor to armor, or should I have a 1 block gap in between them? I'm thinking a 1 block gap so I can put some EMP protection, kind of like sandwiched in between it. And then maybe just armor, I guess, to make sure that distracted playing TF2 right now. Necro, you give me engineer vibes. Spaced armor. Spaced armor sounds good to me. Bam. Okay. Oh, this thing's gonna be huge. Okay. Now what we do is we put in some AP heat. Oh, no, do not save. Hold on. Yes! Yes! Oh, that's so freaking cool! Oh, wait, why can you not turn? You could turn earlier. What's your problem now? I don't really guess it matters that you have a problem, because you'll never need to aim inwards like that. But this is really freaking cool. Okay. Oh, that's so sick! Okay. Yeah, just blow your shit up. Okay. Just blow your shit up. This thing does not have a way to repair itself. And I also did not make it invincible. Repair. There we go. Fantastic. This is amazing. I am indeed an NG man. Yeah. I know. So the only issue with what I've done here is that this area in the center is going to have to be real thin to support these things. Which honestly isn't like a bad thing because it's just a superstructure. And it's not like I'm really going to put anything in the superstructure anyway. I also had planned to put like a plate kind of over top of this a little bit to kind of put these in like a little cove. So I'm honestly not all too worried about it. And if it really comes down to it, I can push them out by one more block and it's really not that big of a deal. Really not that big of a deal. Okay. I like what we got going on here. I honestly think, how much do we cost right now? 301k. Superstructure needs to be a coffin bridge. What is a coffin bridge? Hold on. I'm Googling. Coffin bridge superstructure. Although I'll also do some spy. I think I'd really fuck with doing being a, what's it called? Alright, I don't know what a coffin bridge is. You're gonna have to educate me on that one. I think I'd mess with some sniper. I actually don't know the TF2 class names. I've never played TF2. But I feel like if I did, I'd be a sniper. Sniper guy. I kind of like this. I kind of like how they look. They look good. They look good. I really like the twin barrel as well. I think what we'll probably end up doing is decoing the barrels so they don't look this way. Because like they look cool, I just think they could look cooler. Sniper is a fact, a class, okay. Is in fact a class. I do like this barrel though. I think whatever twin barrel we do on this, we will also do on this. And his primary is interesting. His primary better be a sniper rifle. I don't really know how interesting you could get. It's when a superstructure has no windows and instead of has cameras to allow the crew to see outside, basically all armor. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Okay. Another thing that I want to have is missiles, which I think I want to have vertical launch missiles and forward launch missiles. I think the vertical launches are going to come out of the side, like this area right here, maybe from about right here. Because my idea is for this to kind of come inwards. Don't worry, it's not going to keep its dick and balls shape for very long. This is going to really flare out and come back. And then right here, it's going to flare out a little bit more and then start to taper back again. It's going to mimic the style that we normally do. Sort of. It's definitely going to be a lot chunkier and bigger. The damage scales the longer you're zoomed in, up to 5 seconds, and can one-shot almost anything, but you get serious tunnel vision. In any other game, not a problem. In a game with rocket jumping soldiers, sticky jumping demos, and spy, big problem. How much damage does it do to, like, quickscope? Does it do, I would assume, really low damage to mitigate that? Yeah, let's start putting in the missile system that I want. Or maybe, I don't know, an AI. An AI would probably be a pretty solid thing to be working on right now. Actually, we're not going to do an AI until I know about how much detection I'm going to have on this. Oh. Oh no, did I place it incorrectly? No, okay, I didn't. I just pressed end incorrectly. Got worried there. There we go, something like that, just to kind of hold them on so they are functional. They are like part of the thing. Quickscope headshot is 150, but that's hard. Quickscope body shot's 50. For reference, light classes, Scout, NG, Spy, Sniper have 125 HP. Okay. So they really mitigate it down. Okay, I'm tracking. So you're kind of incentivized to stay scoped. Yeah, let's work on putting missiles in here. Because that's definitely going to be something that we need. Oop. There we go. Missiles. We're going to do medium missiles. I think a battery about right here would be fine. Think that should be fine? You think that should be plenty of mediums, I would think. Or actually, let's divide them so we can put the connector down the center. It just make it look a little nicer. That allows me to put the controller, identify friend or foe, stagger fire, and do these go onto the missile launch pads themselves? Yes. Never used them before, but why not? I mean, we've got plenty of space, and it's not like it's not like we're struggling for space, you know? It's not like we're struggling for space. Basically, if you get caught in a 1v1, you're probably fucked. Spy is such an interesting class, though. Isn't Spy the one that can go invisible? I think we're going to keep these locally controlled. Yeah, I think local control is fine. We're going to put them on a plate of rubber. At least this back section on a plate of rubber. I don't know. How EMP, how much stuff from missile is EMP-able? JKZ family, hi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We just got finished with our 4 big turrets. We built let's see, we built that big turret last stream, and we built these smaller turrets this stream, and now we're working on that purple thing in the center, which is the missile battery. How you doing? I think we're gonna put this on a little platform of rubber. I don't really see a reason not to. And I guess I can always make a little bucket with some metal. Something like that. And then we can go back and do some metal. It's getting late here, and I mildly doubt you'll get to testing the stream. Yeah, I probably won't. I'm probably just going to keep plucking away at building. I might test out those small turrets against the Marauder, but that's probably about it. Unless you're gonna do some testing and head out. Yeah, no, I think we're gonna keep on building because I would like to have this ship finished by the end of the week. I don't know if I will though. But I do appreciate you for being here. Go team your fortress. Or whatever that means. Alright, and then let's do some 4-meter beams. Like that, and we'll build a little bucket around it. Let's see, we'll do something like that. We'll go one more. Yeah, there we go, something like that. That'll be fun, just to kind of hold the missiles and make sure that the components that are running them, the controller, doesn't accidentally get zapped by some EMP. That should be fine. That should be fine. And then what we're going to do is throw in some surge protectors right here. Probably just 3 should be fine. And we'll stick some 4-meter right there. There we go. That'll be plenty. Kind of just direct EMP around it, so that way we don't have to lose anything. And then EMP on the bottom of these turrets. Oop. Something like that. There we go. And then we'll do a block, metal, 4-meter, like that. Not too bad, not too bad. I don't know how tall I want these missiles to be. I guess I probably want them a good little chunk, but I don't think I want to bring them up any higher than this box right here. So about here is our vertical limit that I'm gonna self-impose. Let's do a gantry. And I don't see a reason not to make them hatched. Gantry has a hatch to protect it from enemy fire. It will stay open while engaging a target. Can't connect to rail gantries. I don't really see a reason to... Okay, why would you use this gantry, the spaced one? Just because it has more health, I guess? We're just gonna run this one. I don't see a reason not to. And then we'll run gantry. There we go. Hold on. Whoop. There we go. And fill. There we go. Nice. Does that function? It does. Let's customize some missiles. Active radar, yes. We shouldn't need 1 turn since we're going to be using the radar. I don't think we should need 1 turn. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Variable thrust, fins, fuel tank. Don't need a reinforced body, because honestly, I think we'll have enough missiles going down range that should the missiles start getting hit... How much health does a reinforced body add? Health, 2640 versus getting rid of that and just putting... Put a 1 turn there. It does add a hefty little amount of reinforced body. 960. It does add a chunk of armor. I won't lie. Maybe we do. Maybe we do a little reinforced body. You think less payload in response, like replace one of these warheads with a reinforced body, move the signal processor down, the APN down, and then you just have 3 warheads. It's not as many as we're getting right now, but well, I would also like to have a regulator in there, I think. Okay. There's actually a couple things in here that I would like to test out. Cluster extension. Cluster container controller must be placed next to it. Linked to other container extensions. Cluster ejector, cluster controller. This container will hold smaller missile types and will release them at some point in the missile flight. You can extend the length and volume by adding adjacent cluster container extensions. Huh. That might be something we dabble in with the large missiles. Or the big missiles. I don't know, the 2x2 missiles, whatever the size those are. We might dabble in cluster. I've never messed with any of that. I've always just done explosives and called it good. How long does this thing live? 16 seconds thrust and 20 seconds lifetime. I just don't know if 20 seconds is good enough. Don't know if 20 seconds is good enough. Because like I would like this thing to be really fast. I would like it to last and like get out to the enemy. How fast does it turn? 30 degrees a second? That's kind of like the lower limit of what I would like it to be. Okay. Could put fins. That's better. And that pushed us down to 214, or did it push us up? Push us down. Okay, so fins slow us down. Turning thruster. We're going to test these missiles. I'm going to try and figure out what missile shape I like. What I like for the missile to be. It's going to do 5,000 damage per shot, or per missile. How much does each warhead give us if I just put in reinforced bodies? So one warhead is going to give us 1,900. So okay, so it looks like it's like a flat rate increase. Okay. Is the radius a flat increase? 12,996. So is it increasing by 3 per each? 2. It's increasing by 2. Not quite. Okay, so that's diminishing return. I wonder if the damage is also diminishing. I can probably check that. I'm not going to worry about it. I think this should be fine. I think this should be fine. I wish it was faster, because 160 meters a second is not very fast. Not very fast indeed. I don't know what to do here, fellas. I don't know what to do. I think we're going to try it out both ways, I think. I think we're going to run that. Yeah. Because that's with fins. And if we didn't do fins and we just instead did, you know, like a frag warhead. Actually, if I put that reinforced body way up here, and then put the fuel tank here, put a reinforced regulator. We need more fuel. $190 meters a second for 26 seconds. Wait, we lose out on a signal processor. Yeah, okay. Copy to all matching launch pads. We'll try that out. We'll try that. I might end up moving this whole thing down to make the missiles longer. Maybe. Let's put a very simple, just put an AI block on this thing so I can make it invincible. And then we're gonna test this thing out against the Marauder. Let's see. Alright, I literally just want these missiles to launch. All I want. Can you one-shot the Marauder, or like one volley the Marauder? Is there a way to just force fire you guys? Okay, so we have 4 missiles. How much is that going to do? Pretty decent amount. Do a full volley. There we go. Oh, why are you guys not launching? Huh? What's the problem here? Oh, why did you not copy over? Oh, because you're not considered a magic launch pad. Okay, hold on. Okay. Load that one. Copied all matching. Alright, so the Marauder's dead. Can you handle a Onyx Watch? Parapet? What does that look like? Okay, big ass thing. Okay. There come our missiles. Pretty decent little confetti. What does another volley look like? I would say that those are decent missiles. They're decent enough. Okay, yeah, even when they miss, it's not too terrible. Can you guys aim up at that? No. The missiles do quite a chunk. Well, I say they do a chunk, but I don't really see a whole lot has happened. Maybe we swap them over to frag, maybe? I don't know, they're blowing some blocks off. Okay, yeah, let's just kill that thing. And then I would like to test out the guns as well. So we're gonna do a halberd. Oh, okay, and it's not going to be super accurate because... Oh, we're actually not having stability issues. We're doing just fine. Definitely having some decent confetti come off, so I think once we have some more armor, and I think we're able to do just a little bit more in general, I think we'll be fine. Let's go inspect. See what's actually happening. Alright, so it's Seems like it's slowly ticking away at it. It's doing okay. It's not doing terrible. It's doing okay. It's getting rid of some of the metal on it. And that's the important part, is I just need it to be somewhat functionable. Yeah, and we're also not firing the missile payload either. Let's see. Can you target the bottom of this thing? Are we hitting it? Hitting right below it. Hit just below the water. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's all too bad. I think with some more, because another thing that I'm not counting in is that, like, it's not moving or anything, so its accuracy is gonna be a little less, gonna be a little worse than this. And we also gonna have some missiles that come in and help aid it. Okay, yeah, it's not terrible. Not enough ammo. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll focus on that once we get to it. I don't think it's all too terrible. Zero, have you been here this whole time? How does the missile look? How does this look for a missile? I don't think it's all too bad. It goes 190 meters a second. It's got 3,000 health. We don't do a whole lot of explosive damage since I've only got 2 explosive warheads in it. Do you think I lose this reinforced body and replace it with more explosive damage? Because, like, I want the thing to be, you know, it's okay. Would you extend the missile and make it 1 unit longer? So you could have 2 more explosive bodies, or an explosive body and a reinforced body, or maybe an extra fuel tank. You think it's good? Okay, I'll leave it there because I'm still planning on having some forward fire missiles as well. 367k, goodness gracious. Do you think, okay, I know it's going to change the design philosophy of the craft. Answer that later in detail. Okay. I know it's going to change the design philosophy a little bit of the craft, but do you think it would be more, I mean, it would, right? It definitely would. Do you think it would be better for me to, instead of having 2 on each side, so that way it can use both sides, do you think I would be better off lining those up in front? So it could be just 1 firing line of all 4 turrets? I could have 2 in the back and 2 in the front, and it could mimic, you know, it would allow me to put 2 extra shells per turret, basically, down range. I could do 1 of these up front and move 1 of these a little further back and centralize, so that way we have 3 in both directions, with 1 of those dedicated to each side. That might not be a bad move. Or duplicate this main cannon and put another one in front of it. 2 main cannons with 1 of these small guns up front and 1 of these small guns in back. There's so many options. I'm down for anything. Just Do you think that's something that we do later? You think that's a Regent Mark II kind of design? I'm kind of for and against it in both directions. I won't lie. I'm kind of for and against, you know? Because on one hand, I really like this shape that we got going on, because I want to make this kind of like a winglet coming back and a winglet coming back. But on the other hand, I think it would it'd really narrow it down if we did. I think that's what I'm going to do. Is there a way to sub-object or not sub-object, is there a way to copy this and the turret inside of it? Can I capture two things at once, or do I have to do them separately? Yeah, we're gonna move the box, I think. We're gonna move our turrets around. Oh, I've got it. I've already got it. Hell yeah. Okay, sorry, I was in game. My question would be for the missiles is, what do you want them to do? Just damage the enemy a little and distract the munition defense? Or do you want them to do really good damage? I kind of want them to just be nuisance, because I'm planning on having 4 large missiles do my damage. So I kind of just need these to keep most of like laser or something off of the big missiles when they eventually fire through. So I kind of just need them to be distractions. Then add more reinforced bodies and just drop. Should I still keep at least one HE component, or just make them solid reinforced bodies? Just have them do distractions. The damage will change mostly to thump, but they'll be good distractions. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Have a single HE. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. That sounds good. We're gonna put that here. Put that here. It's a little bottom mount. And maybe put one of them here. Something like that. And then I'm going to get rid of you. Get rid of you. There we go. And then let's also get rid of the turret. Wait, can I just... Hold on. There we go. Cool, and then what we're gonna do is throw in 2 of these turrets on the bottom. Like that. And like that. Yes, okay, I like that much more. That now gives me, what, 4 turrets that can fire on each side? With a possibility of 5 depending on the angle. Yeah, I like that a lot more. I like that a lot more. Okay, let's change these missiles out real fast. Let's put the explosive here. Reinforce, reinforce. Fuel tank. Regulator. APN signal processor. Yeah, that'll be fun. That works. With a ramp time of like 4 seconds. Okay. Copied all matching launch pads. Save. Ooh, fuck. Did not mean to do that. Fuck. Okay. Did I did. Okay, hold up. Copied all matching launch pads. Save and load. Save it here as distraction. Okay. Load the distraction. Copied all matchings. Good deal. Good show. All right, and then let's connect this so I don't have to worry about accidentally losing it next time. All right, and we'll need to start figuring out where we want resources on this thing at some point. And where I want to put the AI. The AI will probably sit right here. I think that's the safest place to put it. Yeah, I think that's probably the safest place to put it. But I think we're sure for about 2 hours, 20 minutes. I think we're gonna call that good here. I think we're gonna leave it like it is. I think the next stream we're gonna work on putting an AI, a pretty hefty AI, because I want to be able to put a lot of detection on this, and then we'll probably work on putting another missile section right here, and then I'd like to have a bunch of batteries, and I'm definitely gonna need some big ass engines, or honestly just CJEs. Because how much do we cost? 367? Yeah. Money is no object. So we'll go ahead and put CJEs to float this thing. And then I think up here I'd like to have a pack cannon. I think I'd like to have a pack cannon. And if not pack, then maybe I put laser right here and stream some laser up here for munition defense. Maybe to the back for some munition defense. I don't know. Laser or pack, either way. Pack would be more of a huge damage alpha strike kind of thing. I'd have it charge for 30 seconds and just dump energy at a target. Maybe honestly as EMP damage or piercing. Probably to piercing with scatter shot. And then if I did laser, then it would be primarily used for munitions defense with AA as a backup. It would do AA and munitions. Either way, I think we're gonna think about it and we'll do something at some point. Yeah, missiles, pack, laser, some big ass engines to run it all. Let's save it. Save it as the region. Let's kill a marauder and then we'll head out of here. Actually, let's not. Let's kill a halberd. That's what we were trying to kill earlier. Alright, let's go see what it's doing. If it's doing anything at all. Definitely dropping some confetti. We don't have any, we don't have any ammo storage, so... Yeah, with some shield, with some proper shielding, I think what we're building right now should be just fine. Can we take out all the guns? Can you take out that gun? Yes, you can. Can you take out that gun? Yes, you can. Can you take out that one? Yes, you can. Dude, that's the ticket. Take out you, because you're still firing. Are those even making it? And if they are, they're definitely not doing a whole lot of damage. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Movement. There we go. Get rid of your movement. There we go. Oh, that's awesome. Sitting duck. Yeah, this thing is great. Shoot her right here. Where's your AI? Trust, I'm looking at something. Okay, I see rubber. Shoot it right there. Okay, your AI's in the front. That's crazy. Yeah, this is good. I like it. Okay, so the turrets are honestly not bad. The turrets are honestly not bad. Is it gonna be AI dead in a minute? Eating away at the armor, and it looks like it's mixed heavy and metal. Okay, yeah, cool. You can see the spalling as well. That's pretty neat. Pretty neato. Oh, it's got... Oh, okay, I'm seeing it now. That's pretty neat. It's got, ammo boxes here, so you get, like, nice, cool explosions. There's the AI. Oh, we're about to get spalling to kill it. One more. You gonna hit the block? This thing does not have much. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. AI dead. Yeah, okay. So our turrets are honestly not bad. They're honestly not bad. We definitely need to, whenever we go to start armoring this thing, we need to put in some light armor, light alloy, as like some space armor. I think we need to have some heavy armor in ideal locations. So maybe like on this face, on both sides. Maybe blocking the missiles to guard our main turret. Just kind of like a little sheet around the side of heavy. Light armor on the interior and then metal on the outside. I think that should be fine. Yeah, because I don't want it to be so... Like, it's already heavy, right? Because it's a big metal brick. But I don't want it to be so overly heavy that it doesn't fly for very long. I want this thing to be able to hover for a while. So we're going to have to put a lot of storage, a lot of material storage on it as well, and a lot of redundancy, because the biggest issue I've found with my flyers is that they take damage in like particular areas and they're out. They're completely out. So that's going to have to be something that I focus on, is making sure that there's redundancy. There needs to be lots of redundancy. Thinking 8 vertical thrusters, like 1, 2, 3, and 4 down each side as a minimum. As minimum. 2 forward thrust, 2 reverse thrust, and maybe 3 for strafing. So that way you have 1, 2, and 3. That allows you to strafe and rotate. That should be somewhat redundant, because at the point that one of your vertical thrusters gets taken out, you still have 3 more on that side to hold it up. Maybe. We'll look into it. Save it. Regent. Let's do some chatting, and if anybody is here to chat, and then we'll call the stream there, fellas. Let's do that, and then I don't know if we can I don't know if I can make TikTok see it. Yeah, TikTok's just a black background. So I need that to not exist. I need it to not look like that. Okay, that'll be something we do later then. I'm going to work on making the TikTok live look like the YouTube and Twitch lives, so that way it's a consistent look all the way across. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Gamers, it's been fun. I'll be seeing you whenever I see you. Be safe, have fun, and brush your teeth. Bye.